All right, everybody. Hey, we ready for part two? All right. Hopefully, if you did part one, how did it work out for you? As you can see, when you're doing oil painting, some of these exercises and lessons that I'm doing is to get you to be organized. You got to really be organized uh, with your paint mixtures, cleaning your brushes, have everything in order, uh, have a sequence going so you don't mix the wrong paint with uh, just being organized. I try to do that quite often. So these little exercises uh, will get you to be organized. So in the future, when we really get into maybe painting some subjects or landscapes or whatever, you'll have a little better understanding from doing these. Even kind of staying in the lines a little bit. I mean, it's not perfect, but just handling the brush control, not putting too much paint on your brush when you blend. You find that's very important. As soon as you have too much paint, wipe it off. Just wipe off some of the excess paint, then blend the two tones together. That'll come in handy, understanding that on down the way when you're trying to actually model form. Organization, very important, very important. Okay, so now what I did was in an intro, as you can see, I kind of add a little more blues. You may have to do that. Some of your blues maybe have diminished a little bit, so add a little extra blue across there. And if you'll notice, our next actual yellow is going to be yellow ochre. Okay, so I'm going to put some yellow ochre here, just like before. Okay. And I'm going to put a dab of yellow ochre beneath each blue, just like we did before. So we have something like this. That's how it should look. Get it in there pretty good. Okay. Now we'll continue our sequence. Cobalt blue, yellow ochre. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. A nice muted green. Can come in handy for something. Yellow ochre. Take our white. Dab of it right there. Give us a nice tint. Some of these tints may be a little hard to see against a white canvas. Quite often, when you're painting oils, you tone the canvas. That's something we'll be doing on down the way. Now we've got that one. Wiping off real good on my towel over here. Now we go to Cerulean. As you can see, it's very subjective on how much blue you add to it. And our white right here. I'm gonna And next, we're going into the Ultramarine Blue. Ultramarine Blue. Bring some of our blue down into our yellow ochre. And bring a little bit more blue down. You can imagine most of the mixtures with ultramarine blue are pretty dark. Maybe good for evergreen trees, trees in shadow. This is how you get those shadow colors, those muted, realistic looking colors for your landscapes. Wipe that brush off real good between your mixtures. No mineral spirits, just wipe it. We're still staying in the same color family, the yellow ochre. So here we go with the last is the phthalo blue. You never know what the mixtures will look like. You might arrive at a certain color that you never thought about. Dab of white. And here we go again. You get some real beautiful tints. And they will show up a lot better on a toned canvas, more so than a white background. Okay, that was the yellow ochre. So now